Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our English podcast. Each session offers a chance to broaden your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, and cultivate stronger fluency. Remember, practice is the key to real progress. Learning English is like a journey full of obstacles, but also full of opportunities. With that in mind, let's start with the first part of today's story. Leaving my family to study in a big city was an exciting prospect. The first major challenge I encountered was finding suitable accommodation. I had several options to consider. Each choice presented a unique set of advantages and inevitable drawbacks. I needed to evaluate them based on my budget and my desire for independence. This decision felt overwhelming, yet crucial for my new chapter. I knew my living situation would significantly impact my daily life and studies. I thought about staying with relatives, in a dormitory, with friends, or alone. Every possibility offered a different lifestyle. I had to make a thoughtful choice. The initial excitement was soon replaced by the reality of this difficult task. I made a list of priorities to clarify my thoughts. Financial constraint was my primary concern as a student. I also valued my privacy and a quiet space to concentrate. However, I did not want to feel isolated or lonely in a new place. Balancing these conflicting needs was the real challenge. A safe and secure environment was absolutely non-negotiable for me. I began my search by looking into the most economical choices. This process required patience and careful research. I was determined to find the best possible solution. My first option was to stay with my aunt who lived in the city. This seemed like the most economical and secure choice. It would alleviate a huge financial burden from my shoulders. My parents were immensely relieved, as they considered it a familiar environment. The obvious advantage was the significant reduction in living expenses. I would not have to worry about meals or utility bills. Nevertheless, I quickly realized the major limitation was my personal freedom. I would have to abide by the household rules strictly. My private life would be under constant scrutiny. This lack of autonomy made me feel quite hesitant. The atmosphere was warm, but I feared it might become restrictive. I value my independence and making my own decisions. I envisioned coming home late after group studies without explanation. I wanted to decorate my space according to my own taste. These simple desires seemed difficult to achieve there. While it was a safe haven, it felt like a trade-off for my liberty. The constant presence of family could be comforting yet intrusive. I appreciated their concern but needed my own space. Ultimately, I decided this option might inhibit my personal growth. The sense of security was tempting, but the cost was my autonomy. I then investigated the university dormitory, a popular choice for students. Its main appeal was its affordability and proximity to campus. It presented a tremendous opportunity to socialize and build a network. Living with many peers could be incredibly fun and dynamic. There are established regulations to ensure security and order. However, the downside was the sheer lack of privacy. The constant noise and commotion could be highly distracting. It would be challenging to concentrate on my studies. I might have to endure inconsiderate behavior from roommates. The potential for conflict in such a crowded space seemed high. The dormitory promised a vibrant community life. But I am someone who cherishes quiet and solitude sometimes. The privacy I wanted would be nearly impossible to find there. Sharing facilities with dozens of people felt a bit daunting. I heard stories about petty arguments over small things. While it was economical, the conflicting needs of many people could create tension. I was not sure I could endure that level of noise long term. The opportunity to make friends was amazing, though. It was a classic case of weighing advantages against drawbacks. In the end, I feared the inevitable lack of privacy would be too much for me. Next, I contemplated sharing an apartment with two close friends. This option seemed to offer a perfect balance. We could split the rent and utility bills, making it fairly affordable. It promised more freedom than family homes and more privacy than dorms. Having companions around would provide a sense of security and camaraderie. The significant hazard, however, was potential disagreement. Compatibility in habits was crucial to avoid resentment. Choosing the right roommates was therefore absolutely paramount. We had to discuss finances and chores openly to prevent future disputes. A clear agreement was essential for a harmonious living situation. Lastly, I considered the ultimate independence of living solo. Renting a small studio by myself was a very tempting idea. It would grant me complete autonomy and absolute privacy. I could organize my space and time without any compromise. It would be a profound opportunity to cultivate self-reliance. The obvious disadvantage was the financial implication. The entire rent would be my sole responsibility. Moreover, I might experience moments of solitude and insecurity. If I encountered a problem, immediate support would be unavailable. This choice required immense maturity and preparation. After much deliberation, I opted to share an apartment with my friends. We drafted a meticulous agreement covering all important aspects. This included rent, chores, guest rules, and quiet hours. It was not a perfect solution, but it was the most suitable for my needs. It offered a blend of affordability, freedom, and companionship. I learned that perfect accommodation is a myth. The key is adaptability and a willingness to solve problems. You must understand your own priorities and make concessions. If a situation becomes unbearable, you should not hesitate to change. Finding a place that feels like home is the ultimate goal. This experience taught me a lot about myself and my priorities. The initial overwhelming feeling was replaced by confidence. I evaluated each option based on my reality and constraints. I sought a secure place that also respected my independence. There are always advantages and drawbacks to every choice. The inevitable challenges are easier to face with a positive attitude. My autonomy was paramount, but so was my budget. I am happy with my decision and ready to endure any small disagreement. This profound journey helped me cultivate greater maturity. Home is not just a place. It is a feeling of comfort and belonging. Do not be overly strict with yourself. Language learning is a continuous process, not something accomplished in a week. At times, you may feel uncertain, and sometimes you may even forget what you studied yesterday. This is perfectly normal. The key is to remain consistent, practicing a little every single day. 10 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, or even repeating vocabulary while showering or brushing your teeth. All of these moments accumulate. When you think progress is too slow, remember that even the tiniest drops of water can eventually fill a bucket. Keep moving forward, regardless of how small the step. Thank you for listening. Keep up your practice, and I will see you again very soon.